Good morning, YouTube. So, been busy. Been a busy week. We've been here, 6 days now. We've installed the cat house. As you can see, all the trees, all 150 of them have now been planted around the house. The new fencing has all been done. And I can show you, which is not finished yet, they need to come back today. You can see first 4 panels of solar power gone in. They're 550 watt panels and they're purely to power the cat house. It's going to be standalone. There is another, as you can see, this is going to extend out. We'll probably put another 5 panels in total, another 3 this way, another 2 the other way. So in total that'll be 9 just out here. And then the plan is to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 up on the roof of the house. I think in total we're going to have about 16 550 watt panels, which is more than enough to power everything we need. When we do have an AC on, it's only one at a time, most of the time. So that's more than enough power to that. We have a fridge, but it's not a big one. So, and then obviously there's rice cookers and stuff like that. We don't have an electric oven or anything like that. It's all barbecue here or other means. But yeah, looking good. A bit cloudy today. Supposed to be expecting a bit of rain, so we'll be looking forward to that. You can see it's still pretty dry. The excavator got used a lot yesterday because it dug all this around the house, as you can see. It goes all the way to there, and then it goes from there up past the house that way as well. So yeah, so it was a busy day. A lot of pipe work done as well, and also out the back doing the last bit of panelling on the framework, so keeping us busy. But yeah, it's been a very productive week. So let's have a chat. What's next on the agenda? So next is, so tomorrow we're going to drive back to Pattaya. Nice 6-hour drive. I'm just pouring my coffee. So yeah, nice 6-hour drive to Pattaya. Reason that is, we've got to go back and pick up 3 more cats. Obviously, the 2 Maine Coons, Croissant and Mocha, and Midnight from the house. And then we also, Max is arriving on Wednesday, Thursday next week to the farm. So that's the new dog, a new Thai Ridgeback dog. You might have seen the pictures of him if you've been following us on Instagram. So we have to be back up. So we're only going to Pattaya for 2-3 days. Just got a few things to finalise at the house, and then obviously get that on the market. Everything's finished now, complete. I will put a video out. The balconies are all done now, all the steelwork's in, all the garage doors are done. As you know, we did the garden last week, my first week back in country, so all that's done. A couple of cactuses that need planting down the outside wall, but anyways, more on the house later. So yeah, so today got a concrete 1 more posting. We're going to put a load of bamboo fencing up out the back. So 1 more post. Then there's a gate got to go here, as you can see, across there. And then this is the house sealed in to keep the other dogs out. Yeah, it's looking good. Been a busy week though, I'm very tired. Went to bed early last night. Looking a bit weathered. It's been hot. Yesterday wasn't too hot, it was still hot, but the 2 or 3 days before that, it was in the 40s. I mean, it's ridiculous. You can only work for like an hour and then you have to get inside, get some fluids in you and get in the AC and then come back out again after half an hour. Well, yeah, we did get a lot done, so quite happy. Okay, I'm going to drink my coffee now. because it is lovely coffee. I actually think it's aroma coffee. I think that's what it is. What I will do while I'm drinking my coffee, I'm going to get my stanchion. So, if anybody out there really wants to watch me drink coffee, they can, and we can have a chat. I'm not quite sure what we're going to talk about. I'm sure we think of something. Let me just put it in there. Yeah, so, excuse me. Okay, so, as you can see, it's been very hot. Got a little bit of a suntan going on. So, good morning coffee. Oh, I can't beat it. Yeah, so like I say, a lot of work done, a lot of good work. A bit not worth. I don't know what this weather is this morning. I don't know if it's because they're burning sugarcane again, or what. But I've got a bit of a tickly throat for some reason. Maybe it is. But we are due some thunderstorms today. Nothing major, but any little bit of water will help. The ponds are doing okay. The smaller of the two is, what should I say, it's probably 40%. Sorry about this, I'm just yeah, so the smaller of the ponds, I don't know, maybe 40-45% full, which is pretty good. The big pond, which is big, I mean, it might only be 40%, maybe a bit less, but the volume that's in there is 4 or 5 times as much as what's in the other one. So we've got plenty of water, but the problem is, as we get more livestock, which are going to be coming very shortly, I mean, the chickens ain't going to use a lot of that water. We're going to drill a well, hopefully, and use well water for them. But it's very difficult out here to drill a well because of the ground, the rocks. I mean, you've seen videos the size of the rocks, so we'll see. There is a property not far from here, less than half a kilometre away over there, that I've got a well. So, and looking at them, they're at the same elevation as us. Not quite sure where they drilled the well, but so that's a big farm. But we can only try. And at the end of the day, we can always tanker water in, and I can install some rain catchment systems, which we're going to have to do anyways. So yeah, I mean, livestock wise, I think we've talked before, there's chickens coming. I've contacted somebody about just a couple of goats now, and that's more to keep the land down during the rainy season, because using the Kubota with the flail mower on the back is fine in dry season, but in the wet season it makes a mess because the tractor's heavy. And this ground's very, even though it's rocky, on the surface it's very soft, it becomes like mush very quickly. Now, I'm not saying the goats ain't going to make a mess, but they certainly won't make as much a mess as the tractor. I mean, the ground's now pretty leveled out. We've got all the big rocks out, but there's still a lot of rocks. I'm even thinking about designing a rock picker. Could be one of the projects that we'll make a video on. But no, it's progress. I won't say it's slow progress. I'll just say, look, it's just me, Pam's auntie and uncle that do all the work. Most of the work. The building work gets done by a local builder. He comes in and does all that for us. He's going to come in and build a shed. We call it a shed, workshop, garage, feed store. Nothing fancy. Just be like a pole barn, but not made out of wood, made out of steel. Be enough to put, if we need to work on the tractor or get work done on the tractor, where we can store all the feed. We've got one thing that I noticed yesterday. There was 4 big, I'm not sure whether they were buzzards, hawks. They were circling our front pasture, which is not going to be good when there's going to be chickens out there soon, but they are going to be fenced in. We're probably going to have to make a chicken cart as such. So not going to be able to be open top, I don't think now, because of these hawks and buzzards. So we'll see. We're not starting off with a great number of chickens to start with. I think you know they were supposed to come a while back, but we just weren't ready, and we couldn't spend the time up here because we had commitments in Pattaya. But now obviously that's come to an end, and say as from next week we're here full time. So yeah, so a lot of work to do. It's just ongoing, and we're still debating. So as you know, we're going to plant, just let me turn the camera around so you see here, this is a longan fruit orchard. There's probably 100 trees in there. They're all mature, they are all producing, but we're seriously thinking about pulling them out and putting durian all the way from this land all the way over to, you see, I don't know if you can see the tree line over there, so all the way over to there with durian, now including this plot and the plot that's over there, which is actually all the excavation's been done. Pam's uncle did all that, all the mounds are in place. We've just got to run the irrigation. The roads are done from the outside and you can get between all the trees for spraying. So if we planted durian here and there, we're probably looking at 400 to 500 trees. We will double plant, which is the new way of doing it. Doesn't mean you get double the amount of durian, but so that'll be a fair, that's a lot of durian. And not only that, it's perfect. The land drains, it gets a lot of water. We can feed the water from the big pump. We're also going to put another smaller pond and pump over the far side. There's also the neighbours' ponds that we can run from. We get on well with the neighbour, and like I say, he wants to sell some of his land, so if not all of it, but I don't think we could take it all. It's too much. It goes all the way up to them trees in the distance. You're talking another, he seems to think it's 25, 26 rye, but I've just done a quick, the satellite that you can do online, and I see it more like 34. So I told him, I said, look, you need to get your land measured out again. I said, don't do yourself short, because if you're telling me where your fence line is, then I'm seeing 32 to 34 rye. Anyways, that was 4 or 5 months back, and I don't know if he's done it or not. But yeah, so I mean, we've got enough land at the minute, more than enough land. I mean, as you know, the house is there, so as you know, this pasture's all ours. And then where my finger is, you see the big tree, them 2 big trees all the way over there, that's the fence line to Nalan's uncle's land, which is just the other side of there. I don't know, between Pam's auntie and uncle, there's two plots of land there. There's probably about 50 rye in total if you put them all together, and they are just jam-packed full with longan, mangoes, banana trees, durian, there's all sorts of lime trees, there's everything in there, and that all gets harvested and sold. And that's a huge land, and it goes further up. Our land borders here with the jungle, but their land goes up and around the corner more. And then you see where our entrance is. See right at the end of my finger there, that's the road that goes down up into our farm here, and then all the way along, obviously, up to where I've just been showing. So we've got enough land to be doing what we need to do. Probably too much. Anyways, so yeah, so there is going to be livestock coming. It'll be exciting times. Let's say I'm looking forward to the cats getting here next week, and Max looks well. I mean, he's 8 weeks old, nearly 9 weeks old, and he's 10 kilos. Now, me being a dog person, what they say is, I think what they say when a dog's 8 weeks old, you want to get an estimate of its weight. If you times it by 4, so let's say 40 kilos when he's fully grown. What they say is, if it's over 37 kilos when he's 8 weeks old, with the times 4 on, then add another 7 to 10 kilos. So if he's going to be a 45 to 50 kilo Thai Ridgeback dog, that is a big dog. I mean, I've had Rottweilers, people who know me and all that, back in the UK. I had a couple of them. I've had Bull Terriers, Staffordshire Bull Terriers. That's a big dog. I don't think Lennox was my big Rottweiler back in the UK, and he was probably 60 kilos, 65, but he was German bred. He was really, really big. Anyways, yeah, look forward to Max coming. Big dog. So, fitting well at the farm. And yes, we are going to get him a partner. Just the breeder we're getting him from didn't have any females left. So, we'll just get Max for now. We have Heng Heng here with us, which is our long-term cat. She's been with us for nearly 5 years now, I think. She's doing well. She's not allowed outside yet. We will let her out once this fence is fully in. I mean, she can still get out of the fence if she wants to, but there's not a lot we can do about that. But the dogs will. I don't know whether they go after her or not, to be honest, because they do see her through the window, through the bench doors, and don't seem to bother her. But I do know Sonoy and Cork. I know what they're like with other animals, so we'll see. But no, everything's looking good. It's looking very good. Let me just turn you around so you can see all the fencing's done now. You can see the trees all planted, which took us all afternoon, 4 of us yesterday. There's 150 trees being planted in there. And they're them fast growing, I just call them hedge trees. I'm not sure what they would be in the UK. They're nothing like a Hollandii or anything like that. They're a proper hedge, what you would see as a hedge tree, and they grow very quick. The only problem is they need a lot of water, so we will get that sorted. So you can see it's very, I'm not going to say cloudy because I've got a tickly throat. I'm not sure if it's a smoke again, which is unusual this time of year. So, but you can see it's everything's greening up nicely. This is the jungle. This is how close we are to the jungle. Where it's right there. That jungle goes back up over I won't say a mountain, hills similar to over there. I mean, we're at an elevation of 400 meters where we are now, and that mountain goes up another 150, I would say, and then off over the mountain the jungle carries on going for another, I don't know, at least 3 or 4 miles. I mean, this isn't National Park. National Park is, you can't see it today. Over that tree line there, which is about 4 kilometres, that tree line, and then Wang Chao is a little village just over the other side. I'll say it's a village, it's probably a town in UK terms. So, and then say as the crow flies, we're probably 8 to 10 kilometres from the border of the national park, Wang Chao National Park, and then that stretches out to the Myanmar border. I mean, we're not far. We're only, I keep saying it, 30-35 kilometres as the bird flies from the Myanmar border. Now it takes a lot, it feels a lot longer that when you're driving because you're going through the national park and everything. But yeah, you can't really see today, but we are very close. Yeah, so just a little update this morning. I will get some videos out of our performance of getting the gate posts in the ground and planting all the trees. Today, got to get Pam's uncle to pick a few of these concrete posts up. Need to put 1 more in, maybe 2, and then we're pretty much sealing up the house area. So need to get some water on these trees this morning. Okay, I'm going to finish my coffee and get on with watering the plants and the fruit trees and feed the fish. Yeah, I didn't mention the fish. The ponds are stocked. There is, that I know of, I've put 150 catfish between the 2 ponds, and there's some snakehead in there. Now, I didn't put them in. I'm not quite sure how they got there. We don't have a water course into the ponds, especially during dry season. During the winter season, or rainy season as we call it, it's just water that comes off the ground and from the mountain that fills them up. So I'm not sure how they got in there. I didn't put them in, but they are pretty big actually, and they're very evasive. But I have read up as much as I can, and as far as I can see, they can be in the same pond as catfish. I mean, I think they will eat the little ones, but I am seeing in one of the ponds a lot of little ones, so maybe they're not, I don't know, but we will see. Anyways, that's my morning rant over. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button. I will try and get a lot more videos out a lot more regularly, but again, I still have to travel overseas and go to on business every month, every other month, so just bear with me. We're still new to this YouTube game. Pam and PK are going to be doing more and more videos, and I'm going to step back and let them run it now that we're getting subscribers. I will be still involved with it heavily, but I want to get PK and Pam involved as well. Okay, speak again soon.